Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy from With Love by Amy. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today we are making a cute butterfly card. Well, actually, we're going to end up making two cards because I can't decide which one I like the best or if I like it enough. I don't know. So this stamp set is part of my use it or lose it type of thing that I'm doing personally. In the beginning of the year, I went through all of my stamp sets, and anything that I had not used in the last year, which seems insane to me that I have stuff I haven't used in a year for stamp sets. I think that means I have too much stuff, but we won't tell anybody, right? So I've actually had this stamp set for a really, really long time, and I honestly don't think I've ever used it. Without the Misty, I don't think I would use it ever. Just because I don't like not being able to line things up properly. And in case you could tell here, yes, I am wearing my robe stamping. It's probably 5 a.m. or something, I'm sure, when I'm filming this, because that's when I get time to be crafty, is before my kids wake up in the morning. So I'm making two card panels with this, and I'm basically just I'm going to keep the outline stamps in the same spot, and the stamps probably are really dried out because they're pretty old and I've never used them before. So they're just not doing the greatest. But we are going to stamp it twice on two different card panels. And then I'm going to use two different inks to do the second layer, I guess, like the inside. I don't know what you call it. But this card is actually part of a card hop. It's a fun theme Friday or something like that. I'll leave the hashtag in the description box below if you're wanting to follow along down on Instagram. I don't know if any of the other creators from this hop are making YouTube videos. I think maybe one might be, Kelly's Craft. So yeah, I was having to re-ink this a whole bunch to get it as distinctly black as I wanted to, and I used the Gina K amalgam, I think it's amalgam ink. It's obsidian black, I believe. And I'm going to use my grid sheet, my little transparency grid sheet. And I'm using Catherine Pooler inks, but I'm not going to do the butterflies in yellow. I'm just trying to see how they line up right now. So I'm stamping them on the grid transparency. And you could honestly use this with any piece of clear acetate. You don't necessarily have to use the grid transparency that I obviously spent money on. However, I do like that sentiment there. The transparency works really well with the grid lines when you are trying to line up a sentiment, because then you can tell if it's off a little bit better than you could with just a clear sheet of acetate. So for that purpose, it's helpful to have the grid lines on there. But other than that, for things like this, it's not really necessary. Now, I have a pet peeve with this stamp set, and the cards turned out cute, but honestly, I think I'm going to do a giveaway. So if you're interested in having me send this stamp set to you, go ahead and comment in the description box below, like, I would like to use this stamp set. And all right, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and comment by the 30th that you would like to be entered in the giveaway. And I will ship the stamp set anywhere in the United States or Canada. Thank you. The 30th of April, 2023. I will pick a winner, and I will send you this stamp set because it is going in my D-stash. It's not something that I could see myself using again. I don't have an issue personally with layering stamps. I have an issue with how the butterflies, like, they're just made to look like they don't line up properly. I've come to realize that's not my style. Like, it's cute, but I don't see myself using it again. So it will be given away. And if nobody says they want it, it will just go in my stash for a bigger giveaway. So, like I said, comment before the 27th of April that you would like to be entered in the giveaway, and I will do a random generator if I get enough comments to pick a winner for this. So, and go ahead and share this video, and I would really appreciate it if you shared the video. So yeah. But it's cute. Like, the Catherine Pooler inks do a really good job because they're so vibrant. They do a great job. And then my daughter picked the colors for the second one, and she picked Distress inks. I only have like 4 of them, and she picked Distress inks. So that's what we did for the second one. But here we are. I did stamp a couple of times. I think I need to re-ink my Catherine Pooler inks because they're just looking a little dry. I've had them for quite a while, and I think I've only re-inked like 2 of them. But, yes. So here we are doing the Distress inks. And the Distress inks were harder to, and they also might need re-inkers. However, I don't have any Distress oxide or Distress ink re-inkers yet. That's a hard thing to say. I feel like it's a mouthful. But we're doing basically the same thing. Obviously, just inking and stamping. And yes, I sped this up, but I should have sped it up more because nobody needs to see me stamp this 3 times. Let's be real. All right. And we're going to continue to ink. I'm not sure why I didn't edit part of this out. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Like 24/7, I'm tired. So we're just going to ink and stamp again. And I do like my stamp, the tool I'm using in my hand there. I don't even know what the heck it's called. It's a pressure tool. I don't know. It reminds me very much of an air hockey thing, like the thing you use to hit the puck in air hockey. I don't know what that thing's called either, but that's what it reminds me of. All right, so now we're going to finish these cards up. The sentiments that I used, I had them in my sentiment stash. And so the sentiments I'm using, I had in my stash, and the gold cardstock is from Erin Lee Creative. I just cut little, I think, 1/8-inch strips. I cut 1/4-inch strips at first, and then I realized they were too big. And off camera, I ended up having to cut the card panels down a whole bunch because I really craft on the fly. And so, like, my initial thought was not, I didn't think that I was going to do the gold strips along the edges of the card. So I didn't leave space. Like, the card panel was a full 4 1/4 by 5.5-inch card panel. So I had to trim it after I did all the stuff. And there was some parts of this that didn't get recorded, like on the other card panel that you're going to see in a minute. Yeah, I tried to do something nifty and it turned into a mess. So I will, as soon as I'm done doing this and I get to the other card panel, I will show you or tell you what I did. Because I had to do some card surgery to cover up my mistake. All right, so there's that one. And I'm going to pop the sentiment up on foam tape because I had to give it a little dimension. I did put, they're not Nuvo drops. It is Pops of Color from scrapbook.com. I did put green ones on there just to give it a little bit of more color and dimension and stuff. And yes, it's apparently taken me a long time to do this foam tape on the back of this sentiment. And I did go, it was off camera, but I did gold heat emboss the edges of that sentiment that I have there, that I miss you like crazy. All right, so see the sentiment there on that card? Yeah, underneath of there, I tried to take some pops of color and like smear them into cute little strips. Yeah, it turned into a giant sloppy mess. So I had to find a sentiment in my sentiment bucket that would work to cover it up. So that's why I have that goofy sentiment there, which I wouldn't have put in that shape or that spot, but I had to cover up the ugly mess that I made with the color pops because it looked gross. It didn't look cute and streaky like I thought it would. It turned into like a blob. So if anybody knows what I did wrong, I just like went over it with like a scraper thing after I put 3 strips of it down, and it didn't look cute. It looked gross. So yeah, I don't know. I do like doing the strips of cardstock along the edge there. I feel like it gives it a good finished look and it classes it up a little bit. And I just run glue along the edge there. And I do make sure when I put the strip of cardstock down that I like butt it up to the card panel so that there's not a space there. So it looks like it could be a piece of cardstock underneath of the card front or the card panel. All right, so here are the finished cards. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. All right, thank you so much for watching, and here are some other videos that you may enjoy. And don't forget to come back soon, and also don't forget to leave a comment for the giveaway. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and see you soon. Bye.